Welcome to the dojo.
Check out Joe, he's a Reddit bro, likes to edit posts, and he starts to gloat when he gets the most of votes or likes. Yeah, he's really hyped, really psyched, cause the crowd is really tight and the work is really light. His training plan is the first thing your eyes see, cause got more follows than my boy Aragicey. Opinions on Magnus, Hans, and Karyakin, who cheated who, which engine
That
he
ain't
hacking.
Mouse.
He got blocked by Short, ignored by Dvorak, but he can't be wrong. He scored a like from Truan. He's got lightning attacks on GM blunders and gaffes, true not over the board. It's only the other chat. Still his 7-year plan ensures the last change. One bright sunny day when a friend said, hey, don't you know? Welcome to the dojo, it's good to grow. Welcome to the dojo, I gave up on the easy. Sweatwork's what we need, G. Sweatwork's what I believe, waiting's what I'll receive. Don't you know? Welcome to the dojo, it's good to grow. Welcome to the dojo, I stepped away from easy. Sweatwork's what we need, G. If sweatwork's what I believe, waiting's what I'll receive. So Joe got into the business, stopped the app sickness, daily practice his rhythm, he even upped his fitness. He found sparring cathartic, postmortems charming. With the plus equal minus, he was armed for elo farming. With notepad and pen, he built up calluses, escape rating paralysis with lengthy game analysis. With sensei direction, he sold his collection. Read one classic and that was fantastic. Now he locked to the spot where they checking off boxes. Young prodigies and some wily old foxes. 3.5 points per box, that's shocking progress. Goal nearing, cohort cheering, Joe doesn't hear it. He's monotasking, no relaxing, concentration maxing. One book, one board, one set, one thought. Work will work, will work, work, never stop. One book, one board, one set, one thought. Work will work, will work, work, never stop. Now occasionally, he peeps the world of the tweet and laughs when he sees the player that he used to be. Blank face staring, complex plans comparing, while he's dojo training hours a day, playing out positions, transpositions, and growing his board vision. Transition from poser to player, focus without a care. He leaves them complaining in his dust, staying with their week-old ratings. Blast past his week-old rating, each week's a new occasion. He never takes vacation, the work is entertaining, the growth he's maintaining. And now Joe is explaining, hey, don't you know? Welcome to the dojo, it's good to grow. Welcome to the likes, yeah, he's really hyped, really psyched, cause the crowd is really tight and the work is really light. His training plan is the first thing your eyes see, cause got more follows than my boy Aragicey. Opinions on Magnus, Hans, and Karyakin, who cheated who, which engine
That
he
ain't
hacking.
Mouse.
He got blocked by Short, ignored by Dvorak, but he can't be wrong. He scored a like from Truan. He's got lightning attacks on GM blunders and gaffes, true not over the board. It's only the other chat. Still his 7-year plan ensures the last laugh. Distractions detract from any actual actions. Excuses are useless, he rues his inaction. Awaits satisfaction, the status.
Hello everyone, welcome to stream. Today we are covering Kostya's game Knight f3, d5, b3, bishop f5, and then we got bishop to b2. Have h6. Okay, so Kostya decided to play knight to d2. This looks very interesting system for white. What now? Maybe g3 probably, and then going bishop to g2 too. Yeah, we can see that played on the board. Okay, black. Yeah, it's cool to see him playing against this nerd actually. I hope that stream works correctly now, because I think we had some problems with connection. Okay, so he played this bishop to h7, and now probably white is to play something like knight to e5, and then try and stick this knight here, and then knight b to d7. We can take, or we can play knight to f3. And white has these great bishops on these diagonals. Or maybe he can play something simple like rook to e1, and then let's say knight to d7, and now e4. And then c6, and we have the game. Yeah, it should work now. I hope that we won't have these connection issues during the stream. Should be fixed. So we can see on the video what Kostya is thinking. So probably he's out of his prep. now, and he wants to find a way forward. E4 immediately also looks interesting. Now c6, queen e4, knight d7, and maybe something like a4, taking space on queen side. But let's wait and see what is going to happen. This actually looks pretty nice. For white, I love playing these type of systems with white. Knight f3 and then going for Reti or King's Indian attack. For these double fianchetto systems. Exactly. So e4, he takes, we take with the knight, he takes, we take, and now he can go straight to the endgame, but yeah, we are losing pawn here, but I thought maybe we could have some compensation with these rooks, but it doesn't seem now. Okay, so Kostya said to play c4 instead of e4. Very interesting move. c4. So if he takes, we take like with this pawn, I guess. And then we can probably use this open file in the future. c4. And if we play c6, we can take things like this. And now e4. Opening everything. This bishop looks absolutely amazing. And this long diagonal. This is e4. Maybe knight to d7 is also playable here. Then we take, he takes, rook c1, but also even with this bishop, white, black is really solid here, and now with this pawn chain or light where the bishop is going to be restricted for the rest of the game. So let's see what is going to happen. c6, takes d5, ed, and now e4, takes, he takes, he takes, he takes, takes the bishop. Now we have rook e1, bishop e5, e2, and now in this variation we should have full compensation for that sacrifice pawn because of our activity. So black decided to play c5. c5. Again, it is possible to take, and now again play e4 to sacrifice that pawn. And now if the point is that black can go into endgame because after this let's say he takes here, now what b7 and bishop on e7 are hanging, but we see knight to e5 played in the game. So knight to e5, d7, and maybe knight here, but now there is d4, and now our bishop is close. So let's e4, now e3 maybe. Let's say knight takes c5, we take back with the knight. This we take, now we take this pawn. And we can probably start now finding ways to try and target this pawn, or start expanding with these pawns. But also in this variation we have now this amazing light squared bishop with eyeing this b7 pawn and this rook on a8. Let's say a3, rook to c8, now b4. Okay, we can see knight b to d7 played on the board. Now he can take, he can play knight to f3, but also e4 looks interesting because if he takes, we take with the bishop. And now let's say d takes e4, take with the knight, and if he take, we take black with the pawn, and now we can get this endgame on the board, which looks quite balanced. What do you guys think about this position? Feel free to write your opinions in the chat. So we can see that Kostya is thinking here. And okay, so he decided to take the knight. And now probably knight to f3. The good thing is that video and board is synced, so we can see the moves on the board and the video being made at the same time. So let's see, knight to f3. Let's say rook f8. And now into c2. And it looks pretty balanced position for both sides. Although black can put his bishop first. But now we can play b4. If he takes, we can take this pawn, and now might have this nice structure. And this bishop also is going to be amazing. Probably the good decision is to wait a little bit and prepare this d4 move. It's rook to d8. Also, it is possible to take here, and now then I take d5, and now play something like knight to c4. Yeah, I'm trying to fix that right now, but problem is with this streaming key that I have. But I think that it should be fixed now. But please write me in the chat if we are still having problem with frames or with connection. Okay, so Kostya is taking the time for this move. Let's take a look at e4 here. So if it takes with the knight, the knight takes with the pawn, and we again get that endgame, which looks completely equal. We can see Kostya made the move knight to f3. Now let's say rook f to d8, and we place something simple like queen to c2, and we have the game. But I don't really like queen to c2 because we are kind of winning. Queen, so let's say knight to e5, 7, and now f4 looks interesting. Okay, I managed to guess the move for black. He played rook f to d8. And now let's see if Kostya is going to play knight to e5 or something else. Yeah, so here black can play d4. And now for dark squared bishop is completely restricted. But here it seems like we can play e3, but it looks really risky. Queen e2. Let's say knight d7. And now we can take here. And take with the bishop. Your bishop looks nice here, but can go for this. So he has to move his queen. Something like, let's say, queen to b6. And now maybe bishop e4, trading this one. Okay, so because I said play queen to c2. Let's say d4, and now b4. Take, we take with the bishop or with the knight. But taking with the bishop looks better. Bishop takes, and now rook a to c8. So instead of d4, let's take c8. Now we jump with the knight e5 and 7, and again we can take f4. Now we have this nice outpost for the knight. What is the best move for black? So let's say d4, b4, and now instead of taking this pawn, maybe queen to c7. We take, black takes to the bishop. And it looks like he's succeeding with his plan to keep our dark squared bishop blocked. But also maybe we can play something like e4 and then try to trade that bishop. a4, so let's say okay to c8, And now we play bishop a3. And now I like this position for white. Because here we can start going after these pawns on the queen side. Okay, so black is still thinking. Let's take a look at this move. Rook a to c8. Now let's say knight e5, e7, f4 again. Now d4. So e3, e takes e3. Let's say rook a to e1, 7. G4, 6, and now we can take this knight, bishop, and now we take with the rook. So in this variation, black gets these doublet pawns, but I don't think that white has a way to exploit that weakness. And yeah, I managed to guess this move. Rook a to c8. So let's see if Kostya is going to play knight to e5, or maybe he found better plan. Okay, to d1, also looks nice. To d4. Then again, probably play e3. But now it even looks like a better version for us. We take back. And now We are going to push d4. Let's take a look at a4. 4, a5. Now knight e5, queen c7, f4, d4. And again we get a similar position but with closed queen side with this variation. Knight to e5, queen c7. Let's try to play e4 instead of force e4. And now hit e4, we play f4. And now this looks nice for white. And it looks like that in this variation white would have a ways to attack on king side. Oh, you say black might be slightly overconfident. Why do you think that? Di Matteo. Yeah. They both know each other very well. Let's see what is going to happen. Okay, so Kostya played knight to e5. Now black has moved queen. So let's see if he's going to play queen to c7 or queen to e8, or maybe he's going to put queen somewhere else. But let's say queen to c7 and now f4. And then d4. And again we have this e3 break. And this knight looks really nice on d5, but black can decide to trade it at any moment. Yeah, they are also roommates, so maybe they actually did some opening prep together. Maybe that is the reason why Kostya said to play this strange line with black. Instead of playing his main repertoire with white. So we can see that Zachary is thinking. Okay, and he plays queen to c7. And now let's see if Kostya is going to play f4 or maybe e4. Because apparently black is not threatening to take this knight, because we are protecting it with the bishop. So white can play e4. Oh, and now he takes. Knight c7, we take knight. And again, it looks equal, but these bishops looks a little bit better than these two. Okay, and yeah, we see e4 on the board. So we can see that Kostya played e4 really fast. He spent like 1 minute on that move. instead of taking this pawn e4, I can also play d takes c4. And now, which way we wanna take? Probably with d pawn. Knight d7, and again we get in the same position as in previous variation that I showed. But we can see that he's starting to spend way more time on his moves than Kostya. If black plays something like a6, then we can play f4, and now it looks pleasant for white. Let's say b5, okay, even, and engine gives white nice advantage here. .5. So b takes c4, c4, b takes e4, or maybe e4, but let's take a look at this first. Okay. Rook b8. Now f5. Now this looks very interesting. But let's wait and see what's going to happen in the game. Because now black is taking a long thing. Okay, so we are still waiting for the move. Okay, and he decided to play he takes e4. And Kostya immediately recaptured with the pawn. So now knight to d7, take d7, rook d7. And now this looks completely equal. What do you guys think about this? Or maybe instead of knight to d7, let's say d6, tending to play d8. Okay, but in the game, yeah, he decided to play knight to d7. So probably he would be happy to make a draw here against Kostya. But I think that Kostya wants to play this for a win. So instead of trading knights, maybe he can keep these knights on the board with knight to g4. So if he decides to trade, let's say rook 8 to d1, rook to d8. Yeah, now it looks completely equal. Let's say 4, d6. And maybe white has a tiny advantage here, and it says 0.3. So what do you guys think about this? You can write your opinions and suggest moves in the chat. So let's go back at this move. Yeah, Kostya said to play knight to d4. He doesn't want to trade the knight. He wants to play this for a win. So let's see, h5. Or here we can play queen to c3. Now let's say knight to f6. Yeah, but again, we don't have anything in there. So let's say knight to e3 here. If he takes, yeah, just protect this pawn here. And now he's threatening to take this one. Because here he can take because of mate. But the good thing here is that black white pieces look more active than black. And I think that we can expect black to be happy with the draw here, and we can expect Kostya to push for a win. Let's take a look at knight to f6. So knight to f6. And now bishop to e5, attacking this queen first, and then let's take queen to c6. Reiterate everything, and black has doubled pawns, but it's really hard to exploit that weakness. So what would be the move to fight for advantage here? Maybe we actually should trade this knight here. Let's say queen to e2. Take. Now bishop to f8. But again, it looks like it is really hard to organize an attack for white. And we can see that Zachary is again taking a lot of time for this move. Kostya played way faster. So now we take and again it looks completely equal. Thank you for the raid. Welcome everyone to the stream. Thank you, Complete Chess. So he spent 10 minutes on this h5 move. So probably we are going to see knight to e3. So instead of playing knight to e3, I can probably play queen to c3 to threaten mate first, but then knight to f6. Oh, and maybe then instead of trading this knight, we can go knight to e3. But yeah, we can see that Kostya played knight to e3 in the game. So knight to e3, let's say bishop f6. Oh, we got knight to e5 in the game, but now f4. Yeah, I don't see the point of this move. Knight to e5 and now f4. And now, where is he going with this knight? Knight to g4. Can take it and immediately go after this pawn. And if f5. Now black has created this backward pawn and a weakness for wire to target. Let's see if Kostya is going to find a way to punish this move. So you say that black wants to reroute his knight d4. Let's say f4, knight to c6, into e2. Now if knight to d4, we take this pawn, and let's say if black going to take this pawn. Yeah, now the point is that basically I don't think that black can save this pawn, because if he played this, then we got f5, and if he plays like g6, then this bishop is going to stay out of the game. Black is basically going to play without the bishop. Yeah, it doesn't look like a good plan for black. But let's see if Kostya is going to play f4 here. Okay, so it looks like Kostya played into c2 here. Into c2 knight. Knight to c6. f4, knight to d4. King f2. Yeah, and now this knight on d4 makes sense. Probably black is going to put his knight on d4. And let's say c6 instead of f4. We can play something better. f4, knight to d4, queen f2, engine says that it is still better for white, but this knight looks really annoying. Okay, we can see that black played h4 here. Now let's take queen to e2, h takes g3, h takes g3, knight to c6, and now we have queen to g4, targeting this pawn. Let's say rook to d6, now f4. And it looks like that white is going to have an attack on king side. So this move seems to be a mistake. I don't know why black decided to not proceed with knight to c6 and then knight to d4. Probably he wants white to play f4 and then to play knight to c6. But we can see that Kostya is taking a time to think now. He's probably looking for a way to punish this move. But let's wait and see what's going to happen. So let's take a look at f4 here. f4, knight to c6. Now we take this pawn. Yeah. So what will Black play after f4? It seems like he's losing this pawn. So maybe Black is not playing this for a draw at all. He's probably calculating queen to e2 or f4. And yeah, we can see he decided to play f4. Now, I guess that he's probably going to play knight to c6. And now engine gives +1 for white here. So let's say queen to e2, intending to go to e4. If he takes the pawn, we take back. Now let's say yeah, say bishop to f8, queen g4. Now we are keeping an eye on this pawn. Let's say queen e7, rook a e1. But Black decided to play knight to d3. So now it looks like that white should keep this bishop. Let's say bishop to c3, b5, rook a d1, d takes c4, knight takes c4, now knight e4. And now something like queen to e2, again keeping this dark square, the bishop, on the board. And now position is starting to look interesting. And yeah, Kostya finds the best move. Knight, actually, bishop to c3. And we can see that chess.com says it's a great move. Okay, black plays h takes g3. I think that here we can simply recapture back with the pawn. we can see that after that h4 move, engine says that it is completely winning for white. But let's see if Kostya is going to win this. It kind of looks complicated now. Zachary is taking the time to think. Yeah, probably knight to b4 is the best option. And then queen to a2. Moving away from that d2 square, and also intending to improve the queen with queen to g4 move. So let's take a look at b5. b5, rook takes b1. Knight to b4, or first e takes d4. Now knight takes d4. Now knight to b4, and again we go queen to e2. So you say if black does not play knight to b4, then maybe white can trap the knight with a3. So let's see. Let's say for example queen to c6. Now a3 doesn't work because you lose this pawn. So if b5, then let's say a3, now b4. And we have to retreat this bishop back and to allow black to trade it. So I don't think that we can trap this knight with a3. And yeah, he plays queen to c6, and now we can play a3 because we lose this pawn. So now e5 or f5 look like a move, but I think that f5 is better because after e5 now it looks like that black is going to have discovered attack, but let's not forget that we are also attacking this queen. So let's say queen to e8, and yeah, maybe then we can play f5. So this looks interesting. Okay, so we see that Kostya played f5. And for example, if e5, now we have this amazing outpost, and also this knight is trapped. So it's already kind of starting to look bad for black. It's hard to find a move for black. So let's say queen to c7, f takes c6. Queen takes g3, rook f3, into g5, knight f5, threatening this bishop, and also probably intending to go rook g3 on next move. But we can see that Zachary decided to play knight to e5. And now we can see that engine gives white huge advantage. So let's say queen to e2, bishop d6, yeah, then we can simply take this pawn. Yeah, now it's starting to be really hard to play for black. What do you guys think about this position? So you can see that Kostya is actually spending a lot of time on this next move. He's probably calculating variations and trying to find a way to punish black. So let's take a look at queen to e2. And now it's really hard to find a plan for that. I mean, let's say, yeah, this bishop is doing nothing. Completely restricted. This bishop is bad. Let's have b6. And we take here. Or we take this knight. And now we play queen to g4. Now we can take with the knight or take with the pawn and also attack this queen. So let's say h6, bishop to d5, and now this looks completely winning. So let's see if Kostya is going to find queen to e2. He can play bishop takes e5 first, and then queen to e2. And here again we take with this pawn and we have this discovery on the queen. And yeah, we can see that Kostya has found the best move, queen to e2. And now it is really hard to find a move for black. What do you guys think? What should black play here? Rook to d7. Take the knight to the bishop, and we play to d4. And now here we can take with the knight, but even better is I think to take with this pawn. Again opening attack here. And now let's say into h6 we have check, and after king moves, or actually we don't play bishop to e6 because our knight is hanging, so we play first rook a to e1, and then we can consider putting our bishop there. So let's say rook d8, and now Probably something like this. And now looking forward to improve this knight. But black is still thinking, and it's move number 25. So it's still 15 moves until they get extra time. Yeah, white is much better. But it's even hard to find counter-attack for black here. What do you suggest, David? Okay, so we can see on the video that he made the move. And now we can see it on the board. So he played rook to c7. And now bishop takes e5, pawn takes e5, into g4. He takes f5, pawn takes f5, queen to h6, and we have a knight to d5. Even better than in previous variation with the bishop. So let's say rook to d7 here. And now we can play f6. Which looks completely devastating. Yeah, now I'm pretty sure that Kostya is going to win this. I think that Kostya is going to find this move. Bishop takes e5. But also other moves are winning too. Okay, so Kostya is taking his time to calculate. Okay, so we see that Kostya decided to play g4. For some reason he didn't find bishop to e5. Yeah, white is still winning, but it it is not as clear as before. Let's say, for example, queen to e8 or g5. He takes, he blunders the knight, and if he, for example, let's say play rook d7, then we take here. We'll actually take here and then rook d3. Oh, but then we can take this knight and play knight d5. Apparently, engine says that the best move in this position is to sacrifice the exchange, because if we take it, yeah, then black is going to be the one who is attacking. So let's say rook to d4. I think that we can still basically play g5 and continue with our attack on king side. Okay, but black played bishop to d6. And chess.com says that this move is a mistake. So let's see, for example, g5. And now if he takes, we play knight to g4 or queen to h5. Look, completely strong. So let's say queen to e8. We take here, and now we are going to put this pawn. This bishop is great. This knight will enter the game, and black's position looks really bad. Yeah, now basically this is completely winning for white, whatever he plays. And yeah, Kostya finds great move. 3-5. And now it's basically +3 for white. Okay, decided to take that pawn, but now basically everything wins. Let's say queen to h5. Rook to f8. We take this pawn. We take there. We here with discovery. Basically, black's position is completely falling apart. Okay, so Kostya plays knight to g4. Now let's see if he plays the knight. We can't take that knight. Why? Because there is bishop to f4. So after he takes the knight, white has only move to give the advantage, and that move is e5. So now this is a little bit risky, we can say, if he takes only one move gives +3 advantage, e5. But I think Kostya is going to see this, and if but yeah, it's really hard to find anything else for black. And trading this knight. My guess is that Kostya probably calculated this already, and he saw this e5 move. And now he's going to take knight and take this, and it's basically going to be over. Okay, we see that black played rook to e7, but now, I mean, he's just losing the knight. I think that he's probably going to resign soon. Yeah, basically he's losing the knight. This tournament is 9 rounds. Yeah, probably black is going to resign soon. I mean, it's just a full piece. Maybe he hopes that he has something after he takes f5, but just take it back and also take this queen. Yeah, we can see Kostya played knight to e5. And he's going to be a full piece up with a completely winning position. And by the way, they're on move 29, so Zachary is now on 1 minute and 40 seconds, and there is still 11 moves to get extra time, and he's a piece down. What other moves Kostya could be considering? So you mean in this position? I think that probably he was calculating this line deeper, but like what to do after this. But yeah, maybe he was also trying to find something better. and then decided that taking the knight is the best move. Yeah, he takes on f5, but after he takes f5, I mean, it's completely winning. And we can see Zachary resigns, and congratulations to Kostya for winning this game. It was really interesting games. And yeah, thanks everyone for watching. We are probably going to cover tomorrow's game too. And yeah, bye everyone.